I was talking this week about how the FDA removed the black box warning for hormone therapy for menopause. What they mean is for estradiol products, which is a form of estrogen. And this is great news even for non-menopausal women. I just want to share my own experience that the most effective treatment I have ever tried for any of my chronic pain and chronic illnesses in the history of my life, there's a clear winner, and that is vaginal estrogen. No treatment, procedure, surgery, or medication ever did for me what vaginal estrogen did. This is for my diagnoses of PCOS, endometriosis, interstitial cystitis, vulvodynia. I had vaginal dryness, itching, urethral leakage, painful irregular periods, painful sex, of course, and basically almost nothing I ever tried in the course of years from 2011 to 2016 helped me with any of these issues. Nothing helped. And I was just told to stay on the birth control pill. And it turned out that the birth control pill alongside Cymbalta were actually causing a lot of the symptoms I was experiencing with well-documented side effects. None of my doctors put it together because it was so much easier to put the young woman with chronic pain and chronic pelvic diagnoses in the head case box, to just push me to stay on antidepressants and the birth control pill, which was actually exacerbating and in many cases causing a lot of those diagnoses and symptoms. So that's why for me, stopping those medications and using vaginal estradiol had this amazing health effect. It improved my health so much that I went back to living a basically normal life from 2016 to 2020. My periods improved, they became regular, they became less painful. My bladder symptoms improved more than anything. I stopped getting frequent UTIs and yeast infections. I stopped having dryness and itching. Intimacy became a lot more comfortable. And more than anything, my bladder symptoms improved. So a lot of my problems were caused by the suppression, the hormonal suppression of the birth control pill. And then Cymbalta also has an effect on bladder muscle contractility. So the bladder has to contract and squeeze for you to empty. The urethral sphincter has to open at the same time. And Cymbalta has actually been approved for stress urinary incontinence because of its effect on those mechanisms, which in a normal, healthy person like me who didn't have incontinence, it was making it really difficult for me to empty fully, leaving me with residual pee on top of pain from atrophied urogenital tissue. Because the bladder has estrogen receptors, the vestibule, the urethra is in the vaginal vestibule. The vestibular tissue is made of the same embryonic cells as the urethra and the bladder, so it's all connected there. Anyway, I just wanted to share how this can also be great news for premenopausal people who also need vaginal hormone replacement. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life of debilitating symptoms that were primarily caused by medication.